Hey y'all, welcome back to our channel. I'm Reagan.
I'm Renee, and this is What the Romance.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more.
Shelby Lee. I love food. I love everything about it. My dream has been to land a job with the Food Network channel, and I've spent years as a food critic, blogger, and chef, tasting my way across the South to develop recipes that are a twist on the classics and uniquely my own. When a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity comes calling, I'm shocked to discover I've been paired with him, the worst blind date ever. Bless his heart. And I'm determined not to let anyone get in my way. So I buckle my designer heels, tighten my apron, and vow to myself there's nothing in his playbook that's going to stop me from tasting success. Zach Wolf.
Oh.
I love wine. It's my life. What I hate are critics. I hate everything about their dream-killing souls and elite attitudes. So when she shows up in the tasting room of my winery in the northern Georgia, the devil in disguise wearing a pair of long legs and beautiful hazel eyes, I know just the plan to make and how to use her to get what I want. What she doesn't know won't hurt her, because in the end, I will win. I always do. 2 weeks. His wine, her recipes. Sorry. A feature article in a special issue of a world-renowned magazine. Pairing wine with food is one thing, but two hearts is another. Okay. First of all, respectfully, the amount of education I got on wine, honey, and bees in this book is fascinating.
Dude, I love, every time that I drink wine and like I do the swish, and people are always like, "Why are you doing the swish?" I was like, "Oh well."
It's like, bitch, I'm bougie. I'm just kidding. Zach Wolf told me to.
I was like, so this very like famous, like very hot, like wine connoisseur, like he told me this is what it is.
And then I read once somewhere that you just got to keep it going.
Yeah, just keep doing it.
And it makes you feel really, superior. Just kidding.
Just
give it a little. I'm just gonna do a wraparound.
Get that aroma all up in there.
But really, though, like every time I reread this book, I'm always back in my huge kick of wine. Like I already am, obviously, but like I can't not have wine with me with this book.
It's like it's a must have to have.
It's a must.
And the book, because it gives off that feeling that you just like, oh, I should have like a glass of wine while I'm reading this book.
Mm-hmm.
And the like whole cheese and crackers.
The whole aura.
Yes.
On my notes that I've taken, these notes are a little bit different.
I like them.
I love how they're all like, that's what I said. All three of them are like, they're same, but they're so different. So like, I love that this one had a lot of educational facts around like wine, honey, bees, like basically anything and everything that you want to know about a vineyard is you can literally find in this book. And I loved it. Like I got wine facts on here. I've got bee facts and honey facts. Oh, and then I had to put in here. So there is a side character. I'm always for the oddballs, man. I don't know why I love them so much.
So much too.
Because they need love too, and I'm here for it. So there is a secondary side character in all three of these books that's mentioned. He's mentioned. We get him a lot more in this one, and then you do get him a little bit in 2. But he is mentioned in all 3, and I am his biggest fan.
he's not even a full main character.
He's-
Taylor's like,
he's
I
nowhere-
love.
He's nowhere near full, but also he came in as like the best friend, like swooping in on the chick because him and or Zack and Shelby are like button heads, but like you can feel the sexual tension, and and James can too, and he acts on it because he knows he's just playing. He's literally having fun. He's loving the death.
Stop it.
I know, stop it. But I can't get over it. His name is James Jarvie. He is the brother of Lexi and LSP, which you will get that episode next week or another later down the road. We will bring that one up as soon as we can get to it. So obviously James and Shelby are getting really close. They're having fun. And this is probably like the biggest, not scene, but I think like interaction that I really, really love. And it's the one that actually made it onto my page around all these facts. This is Zack. I saw the way James looked at you. How did he look at me? Interested.
Oh my god. I think the reason why I fell in love with Zack in the very beginning was because he has like that alpha male.
He's like so short with words too, but like when those shortness of words and like how he says them like this, like interested, it's just like
it packs a punch.
Okay.
It packs a punch for sure.
The only thing worse than hating her would be falling in love with her. Say
it's
it
that
less.
hate love, man.
Oh yes.
Love that gets you.
Yes. Okay. Do you have any of like these facts that stuck out to you that like really that you loved, or anything in the book? Actually, I guess.
One of the facts is the banana one with the bees.
Oh my god, yes! I actually have it.
That.
I have it written down here. It's in the bee facts.
I got my own little section for it.
Let me put my encyclopedia out. Just kidding.
Bees.
The venom has a banana-like scent to it. Bees hate bananas, and it's like their cue for attack. Never knew that. And I love how in the book she's like, or he said, so if you ever planning on coming out here again, do not eat a banana. And she's like, noted. And I'm like, same.
Girl, thanks for the information.
Same. No wonder why bananas are so like less loved by anybody. Like I only know very few people who actually like bananas.
I love bananas.
I do too. But like a lot of people hate it because of the texture, and I'm like, okay. But now I'm just like, damn, maybe I shouldn't like bananas.
Girl, bees are gonna attack me when I eat bananas.
Well, would you look at that? Someone doesn't like hearing the truth. Bless your heart.
That is okay. Out of all of my I'm a big person on learning slang for different books. So when I looked up, I didn't even really have to look it up, but when I found out what "bless your heart" meant,
oh my god, I love it.
I freaking use it to a T now.
All the time.
Some people don't know what it means, so I'm always like, oh, "Bless your heart."
Your heart. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Their freaking banter is off the chart.
Every time they're around each other too, it's always something, but like it's so sexually appealing. Tense.
You feel like the sexual tension come off the book, and you're just like, oh my god, when are they just gonna and get it over with?
Oh, please. Oh my god, when they did it in the wine in the cellar. Whoa! Talk of
respectfully.
My cheeks are really red right now. Can you see it?
I'm so glad I don't get red. I just get really cheesy. Okay, that first part, I was like, oh my god.
Hello. I will say though, my favorite spicy scene is chapter 20, out in the field under the apple trees. But not just a spicy scene, but the whole chapter. It was so sweet, so surreal. He was literally in realization, shit, I really like this girl. Like, I want to be around her all the time. Turning down the last row, I spot her sitting under the shade of the trees, and the sight stops me in my tracks and halts the breath in my chest. Bestow my heart, I whisper to myself and rub the ache in my chest. Just like the whole thing was I love it.
Fucking goosies.
Yes. It was, and then like, he lays her down and I'm like, okay. Okay. We're going here.
Oh my god, fucking goosies all over.
I did too.
Oh my gosh. Just talking about these books, like, and I can't wait till we get to lessons because
they are always such a vibe. And of
really
course
are.
I can't wait to get to LSP because
Yeah, well,
even though I really should make lessons my number one. I really should. But LSP is just like, it's got something in my heart. It just holds me there. And I think it's just like the story itself was really well told. And I don't know. But I really should love lessons.
I love lessons, but LSP. But Sweetness, before I read the other ones, was number one. Like, I wasn't planning on like making any of the other books my number one because Sweetness, just like the first like 2 pages, I was like, oh yeah, I love this book.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I need this book. I was like, I fell in love with it, and I fell in love with Zack, and I fell in love with Shelby. Shelby is she's my girl. Love her.
Dude, I love Meg. Meg is a vibe.
I'll save that one until we get there.
I know.
I have so much shit to say on that one.
I know. And I love our Lexi girl though.
Oh, yes. Sweet little
And we'll get to her too.
Yes, but Shelby, with just the way that she was like,
she was so like high, like boss ass lady, but she was also like, she could be like super shy and like, like closed off. Like, I don't know. It was so, I can like literally picture every scene, like when she was having a moment to herself. Like, I can picture this girl like in front of me, like just how she would look, everything. And I'm just like,
and I love the heels.
Oh my god, her and Meg.
Yes.
Love it.
If I was able to wear heels every day, I would. Hands down.
Same.
I love that about them.
I love all of them. And like, so Zack, he used to play football with all the guys that we will be reading too. And like, it's so sad. Like, he's not anymore, but he's like he's sad, but he's not sad because he knew where his end game was going to be at was the winery.
Yeah. I love how Kathryn, like, because you have the books where the guy doesn't like come in tune with his feelings, and he kind of just like pushes.
That's why I love chapter 20 because he was literally given all in. He's like, I want to be with this girl. I want to be next to her. I need to be in her presence. So that's why he like threw away his work for the day and he went and found her. Like,
and
love that.
In each book, she writes them so beautifully.
She does. She really does.
So beautifully. Because like, you have to be careful with writing them because you don't want them to sound like a chick.
Yeah.
And you don't want them to sound like they're a dick and they can't like express their feelings. So her writing them is just like,
Yep. She did really well making sure you could see the difference of them. And it's because they're all written by the same person.
Yep.
But you're supposed to write one in the male's perspective and the other, obviously, the women's. And it is hard. It is hard to be in the male's perspective unless you're like, I guess you can be like the dick vibes, I guess. I don't know. Which I'm actually doing really well at, which is really shocking. But scary. It could be scary for some people, so.
It's definitely scary for me because I don't want them to sound like too much of a dick, but I don't also want them to sound like
a pussy. Like a pussy. So a lot of the wine facts I did like were the whole Cabernets have been nicknamed the big boy wine, big in flavor, big in body, and big in the alcohol content. Cabernets will get you get you the most bang. So like it's like basically like the alpha of wines, yeah. And I like how she had like the whole thing of like, when you have the glass and like you can see if it's a red wine, you can see the streaks on the side of it, and they're called loose legs. Usually indicate the wine is light to medium with lower alcohol, and the thick legs tells it's more full-bodied wine with high alcohol. I thought I never knew that. And then even like Shelby was in there, she's like, wow, that's like really impressive, or something like that.
Yeah. Like I never knew why people did that.
I didn't either.
Because why the fuck do people go like this and then they sniff it? Like,
yeah. And it really expressed in there like why a lot of people do it or what the purpose is and all that stuff.
Because I just did it just because like, hey,
I want to be bougie. I want to be bougie too.
Everybody else does it. I'm going to take a sniff.
I want to look like I know what I'm doing.
Exactly. I want to look like I drink wine on a daily.
I'm a big old wino.
I'm a wine connoisseur here.
Stop it. Also I love that she loves honey, and I love that there was so much of it talked about like lavender honey. I want to try so bad.
Oh my God. I love, okay, hold on. A little like snippet, a little tangent.
Okay.
Dutch Bros has a lavender to it, and I always get, and it's only in the month of January that they have lavender. So I always get a lavender lemon soda.
I have had a lavender lemonade, like sparkling lavender lemonade. So good and so refreshing.
The way I can describe it is like, you know how you walk into like a spa and like lavender and lemon hits you? Take a swig of that. You feel the same kind of vibe.
Right? I want to make, I would like to learn how. I've seen like how you infuse the lavender to make it like it's juice or whatever. And I think it's super intriguing. Like, I want to make my own lavender lemonade because it's honestly easy from what I've seen. But I also want to get lavender honey. I want to drink and try lavender honey wine because it's actually listed in here.
Well, make that when I get there.
Right. So there was 2 honey facts that I really loved. Wildflower honey is typically darker because the nectar is taken from a wild variety of flowers, and the color can change based on what's blooming in the year. Lavender honey is called a single flower honey. It's lighter, and year after year, the color doesn't change.
See, I don't know much about honey because like all I know is that it
tastes good.
Around allergy season, I get horrible allergies. I go get raw honey, pop a spoonful in my mouth, and they're gone.
Yep, same.
But
I have tried different kinds of honey because me living in different states. So in the state of Montana, the berry that's like the berry of the state is called huckleberry. So I had huckleberry honey, and it was good. It was very sweet, and it was obviously darker because it's more like towards the blueberry side or whatever. But I've tried different ones. They actually have in Arizona prickly pear honey.
I've tried it.
Yes, it's different.
Prickly pear honey. I've had prickly pear lemonade.
Prickly pear lemonade and prickly pear margaritas are bomb AF. AF, man. I need to get you to go to Total Wine to get me the syrup of prickly pear and send it up to me, or you bring like a case with you, please.
I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna take all of these.
I'm gonna need you to clear your shelf here.
Do you have a brand new box in the back? I'll just take that.
Like, don't open it, please.
Don't open it. Ring it up. Let's go.
Put it in. Let's go.
Let's go. Got a plane to catch. Let's go.
But really though, I love how much I didn't know about wine, honey, bees, like so much of it. And now I really want to go and have like a lavender plant all up in my house and shit like that. And I'm like, damn it, Kathryn.
Dude, lavender, orange blossom, like
And on the side note of it, she has all the recipes for if there was ever something mentioned in there of how to make them too.
that's
There was
like,
the overnight cinnamon roll one I've done before, and it's super good.
like bravo. Like
Seriously.
who would have thought of that? Like I would have never thought of it. Other authors have never thought of it unless they're writing a cookbook.
Yep. And which also I keep trying to get her to, because there's 100 recipes in all 3 of these books, right?
Mm-hmm.
I keep trying to get her to get all of those recipes into one big book as a cooking book.
Oh my
like
God.
the Starving for Southern cookbook. Like, I'm trying so hard. Like, it will look so sick, you know? And of course, I'd be sporting that shit up in my kitchen real fast. Real fucking fast. It's gonna blend so well with my Pioneer Woman shit. But that's all I have on the facts. I mean, there is so much more, though.
Oh yeah,
so much more.
So much more.
Just like the whole visuals that they gave of the whole property was so beautiful. I wish it was real.
Yeah, I wish I could go there.
Like, maybe we should talk into Kathryn to build her own little winery. And then like maybe we could open up like a bookstore on the property.
Sell some of the wine, sell honey.
Sell some honey, sell some wine, sell some tea, like some plants.
Fascinators.
Oh, she would love it. Hey, Kathryn.
We're here.
We should definitely call it Wolf Winery, even though we don't know anybody with the name Wolf. Except for Zach.
We can make up like an anagram to it. We'll be like, oh, this is what it means.
Yes. Or we could get like a pet, like a vineyard pet, like person. Name it Wolf.
A mascot. You want a mascot for the vineyard? Yeah, let me just bring my mascot out. Wolf, get over here.
Stop it. No, we would have it. We would have thoroughbreds on this lot, and one of them would be Wolf. Yes. Oh God.
We have in different states.
Look at us. This is not gonna happen, but man, would it be a dream come true.
That would be like ultimate life goal right there.
Oh.
Have your own vineyard, have your own bookstore within the vineyard, have thoroughbreds on there.
Lord. Let me just put all of Kathryn's books into one area and create a whole freaking whole suburb.
We'll create our own city with it.
Yes, please. And an OBA, and I'll be the manager. Yes. Oh God, we're getting so into this, man. It's crazy.
I'll be back. I'm gonna draw up the blueprints real quick.
Stop it.
Let me get it going.
Oh, we can't forget about the pies too.
Dude, come on. Have a bakery on freaking site.
Oh man, stop. I'm gonna get really upset about this. I'm gonna go dream about it, wake up, and be like, what the fuck?
You're on not there.
Like, son of a bitch.
Where's my thoroughbreds?
James?
Oh, Stokes, are you here?
Oh man. But yes, James, love you, dude. I will always root for James to get his own story. Always.
Dude, when
I would say
stories, you're gonna blow a gasket if it happens.
Is it sad that I'm more excited about that book than our books being
Little bit, Jay.
I'm sorry. I've been waiting forever for him to have his own book. I started reading this series in 2017. So I've been waiting since then.
You're all fucking forever.
I've waited a couple years. I guess I can wait a little bit longer, but don't push it, okay? Oh man. Okay. That's it on book 1, Sweetness of Life, A Starving for Southern. We are excited for the next one. LSP, The Last Slice of Pie. My favorite. It's so cute. It's so stinking cute. So, Sweetness of Life rating, on a scale of 1 to 10 for overall, or 1 to 5, sorry. Overall, I want to give this a 4.
Yes.
Just because I found myself rooting for her and James like half the time. Every time though I read this and like I get to that point, I'm like, why am I always rooting for James? And it never happens. As a spice level, I'm gonna give it like a 2.53. Just because there wasn't a lot, but like those moments, the buildup was just so good. Like, is there a rating for buildup? Because the buildup would be 5.
Yeah. We're making a new.
We're making a new rating, and it's going to be the buildup. Okay.
What was the buildup like? Did it let you down, or did it exceed? Did it,
Buildup is definitely going to be a 5 for me because man, the sexual tension between these two is
Yes, I agree. I think Spice I'm gonna give it a 3 because of the like sexual tension and the the little jabs here and there. Overall, I'm gonna give it a 4.5 because I wasn't rooting for James at all. I was rooting for Zack. Okay. Although I did find James like, I was like, I like him a little bit.
Back off.
I was like, but then he went away and Zack came back in and I was like, yes.
But like James knew what he was doing. He was doing it for fun. He knew he was fucking with Zack. I loved it. Doesn't it? Okay, literally the TikTok that I made for James Jarvie couldn't have been more perfect of a person that I chose for it.
And you know what?
Literally.
When you told me you were making that TikTok, I was like, God, should I tell her to pick the actor for Hangman? I was like, because that guy is actually like really fucking
Glenn
good.
Powell is droll and swoon worthy. Say less.
But yes, I agree. I agree with the ratings. Build up 5. Build up is a 5.
Yes.
That
always
chef's kiss.
On point, literally. Pun intended.
On point.
On point. All right, guys. Please go read this book. You will love it. After every chapter, there is a recipe. I don't know if we said that before, but there is.
And tag us if you do read it and you do try the recipes. And don't forget to tag Kathryn as well.
Oh, yes. Kathryn loves all the shout-outs. Loves them. Follow, like, subscribe. Love us because we love you. Mwah! Bye.
Honey, ain't nobody love me like you love me. Nobody do it like